Hey everybody, the following is an excerpt from the monthly Rahdo Roundup, and if you'd like to see the rest of the roundup, you can hit that eye up in the top right corner of the screen, or if you'd like to know more about the game, you can follow the link down in the show notes. And with that out of the way, let's talk about Witchcraft. And now, this is actually a retheming of a very popular game that came out, maybe it was last year or the year before, called Resist. And it told the story of the Spanish resistance movement known as the Maquis, who were active, in the early world wars and, fighting off brutal dictatorship and whatnot. And so that original Resist was all about, running around in urban combat and killing people. Well, the publisher, 25th Century Game, has decided to revisit the brilliant solo-only gameplay of Resist and turn it into a game where instead of Spanish resistance fighters, we are a coven of witches in, in the early days of the United States. And this kind of reimagines the whole Salem witch trial area, and instead imagines, these witches, they actually practice real magic, and they are a force for good because they are trying to stop various calamities that are befalling the people of America. But of course, the people of America don't really look at it that way. And so they are also on trial for witchcraft. And so this is a deck builder where for the first half of the game, you literally build your deck. You go through all the cards that are in the game that represent all these potential witches that you could add to your coven. And you're only going to keep a certain number of them and the rest go into reserve. Then you start playing the game. As part of setup, there are 3 of your accusers or the jurists who you have to convince to basically not burn you at the stake. And there are, at any given time, 3 calamities that are befalling the town. And so, on your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these witch cards from your deck and you're going to play it. And each card has 2 sides. The public and the private side. The, revealed side. And I play a card. And if I play the reveal side, it is much more powerful. It's going to let me actually do magic and directly try to stop the calamities that are striking the town. But then that card gets arrested and leaves my deck and I can't use it anymore. Instead, if I play it on the left side, the hidden side, then it just means, we get some smaller benefit. Although sometimes those benefits can be really useful as well. But that means the card stays in my deck, so I'll be able to use it once I go through my deck and I reshuffle and keep playing cards. And so every turn, you've got a difficult choice to make because you want to use these cool, super big powers. But if you do, you potentially lose that card forever. And as the game goes on, if you've got fewer and fewer of those superpowers, you're going to have a hard time because, after you solve the early, easy disasters, they just get replaced with bigger and tougher ones. So at the time that you need your bigger, tougher, witch powers, you might be left with only weaker ones, depending on how you played in the early game. It's a brilliant system. I like it a lot, from the designers of the Undaunted series, if I recall correctly. And again, having played this now, I can see why Resist was so hugely popular. And I think this one will be as well. The only reason it comes in at the very bottom of my list is because it is, sadly, a solo-only game. And at the end of the day, I am not a solo gamer. If this had some kind of 2-player mode where Jen and I could be playing it together, I think this would have come very, very high. Easily been probably in my top 10 of the month. But as it's a solo-only game, it makes it my least favorite. I enjoyed my time with it, but I'd rather play games with my wife, Jen. And so that's why Witchcraft, ! Comes in at number 26 of the month. Okay. And thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference, believe me. But with that out of the way, if you'd like to see some more, over on the left, you can find a playlist of a whole bunch more Rahdo Rapid reviews. Up in the top right, there's the latest thing that's been added to the channel. And in the bottom right, you've got something YouTube recommends. Okay, folks, thanks for watching.